His last fight, Cepeda. His last fight. You don't know how many people are talking about him on every scale level.
Two undefeated champions just had the most explosive face-to-face meeting boxing has seen in years, and what went down between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez has the entire sport buzzing with anticipation. When these fighters finally sat across from each other, the atmosphere was electric with tension that you could practically feel through the walls. Both men made it crystal clear that January 31st isn't just another fight. This has become deeply personal. Witnesses who were actually in that room say Shakur looked straight at Teofimo and delivered words that gave everyone present actual goosebumps.
I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Teo his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy, like he like doing things with his hands down, flashy. I thought it was cool, so it kind of made me want to get in a ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.
Word on the street is that Shakur declared January 31st marks the end of everything Teofimo has built. He allegedly told him that both he and his father would be in tears once he revealed every single flaw in Teofimo's game. He mentioned how different this would be from anything involving Lomachenko or Josh Taylor, claiming this represents a completely new challenge Teofimo has never encountered. Social media went absolutely wild when this statement started making rounds, with fans going crazy over how calm yet deadly serious Shakur appeared throughout their entire confrontation. But Teofimo definitely wasn't going to sit there and take that kind of disrespect, and his response has generated even more excitement for this huge Madison Square Garden showdown. Right before the two fighters had their intense stare-down, though, Teofimo Sr. dropped some bombshell comments that threw even more fuel on this already blazing rivalry. Just minutes before his son faced off with Shakur, the elder Lopez allegedly had words with Stevenson's entire crew.
Seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier, he said, Teo never lost to Southpaw. Well, I never lost to Orthodox. So it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did.
According to people who witnessed everything firsthand, Lopez Sr. made it clear that Shakur has never stepped into the ring with anyone comparable to his son. He pointed out that while Teofimo has defeated elite southpaw fighters, Shakur's victories have come against much more ordinary competition. He emphasized that there are distinct levels in boxing, and January 31st would expose those differences to the world. Team Shakur seemed to ignore these comments publicly, but sources say Stevenson was absolutely boiling underneath and desperately wanted his chance to fire back. This tension is especially intense because the relationship between Teofimo Sr. and Shakur has been falling apart for months, with both camps exchanging insults through social platforms and media interviews. Many observers think Teofimo Sr. is deliberately trying to mess with Shakur's mental state before fight night, employing mind games to plant seeds of doubt and anger. The boxing world has been desperately anticipating this face-to-face moment ever since they officially announced the bout in December, hoping this meeting would reveal who holds the psychological advantage.
I'm gonna give you your first loss.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I promise you're not.
What nobody expected to see during this tense confrontation was the completely different energy both fighters brought to the table. Multiple people who claim they were present during the stare-down say Shakur maintained an absolutely chilling composure from start to finish. One anonymous source described how Shakur never even blinked while staring down Teofimo, with a look that suggested he already knew exactly how fight night would unfold. They said it was genuinely unsettling to witness, and you could tell it was starting to affect Teofimo's confidence.
Yo, that was crazy, man. You talk crazy about black people. You talk crazy about Puerto Ricans. Man, he gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for it January 31st. It's time. It's time to show him what the level is. I don't think he realized what the level is, so I can't wait to show him.
What's he saying? Shakur, he's saying that a lot of the pressure is on you in this fight.
This development carries extra weight because it indicates Shakur might have already won the first mental battle between these championship-level fighters. Boxing experts understand that psychological warfare becomes crucial at this elite level, and the fighter who establishes early mental dominance usually brings that swagger into the actual fight. People familiar with the situation say there were multiple instances during their meeting where things almost escalated to physical altercation before security intervened. Sources reveal there was one specific moment where Teofimo leaned in during their seated confrontation and said something that made Shakur's entire team jump to their feet.
The things that Teofimo is coming out with, I don't think Shakur knows even what to say or reply to it. I wouldn't even want to repeat the stuff that he's saying, but he's making some really, really fruity comments. But I suppose that's one way to get in your opponent's head. But I think that's a great fight.
Reports indicate that Teofimo challenged Shakur's claims about being elite, suggesting that deep down Shakur knows he isn't built the same way. He allegedly bragged about breaking fighters mentally before ever landing a punch, telling Shakur to ask Lomachenko about that experience. The supposed comment has sparked endless online debates among fans who believe it shows Teofimo trying to connect himself with the legendary victories he's already achieved. The most heated part of their confrontation happened when someone asked both fighters to discuss their specific strategies for January 31st. Sources with detailed knowledge of that conversation claim Shakur laid out exactly how he plans to systematically destroy Teofimo Lopez. Someone close to the situation allegedly shared that Shakur told Teofimo he'd identified all his vulnerabilities, pointing out how every time he fought a mobile boxer, he struggled significantly. He allegedly reminded him that even when Lomachenko barely threw punches for 6 rounds, Teofimo still couldn't finish him, claiming to be vastly superior to that version of Lomachenko.
Attributes and all the things that I learned from every fighter that I faced to now put it on display against Shakur Stevenson. And that is what I'm looking more forward to than anything else. Everybody else, listen, it's just horse.
While official video footage hasn't confirmed these exact quotes, multiple independent sources corroborate similar versions of this heated exchange. What makes this even more explosive is how Shakur allegedly attacked not just Teofimo's boxing skills, but questioned his mental stability and emotional control. People who follow both fighters know that Shakur has previously gone on record calling Teofimo unstable and suggesting he has psychological issues. During their face-to-face meeting, sources say Shakur doubled down on those accusations in an extremely direct and uncomfortable manner. One person who witnessed the confrontation claims Shakur told Teofimo he has mental problems that need professional help, emphasizing that January 31st isn't a therapy session, but a boxing match where he'll expose everything broken about him. These kinds of personal attacks go way beyond normal pre-fight trash talk and allegedly made several people in the room very uncomfortable.
Now he does after the Brian Norman, but Shakur, it's all there. But I didn't focus on him. I was focused on what's next, trusting my power team, trusting on my team and what can do and who could we fight next. Shakur decided, he initiated, let's go up to fight Teo.
Shakur's supporters have flooded social media defending his aggressive approach, arguing that Teofimo has made plenty of controversial statements himself and deserves whatever he gets. One devoted Shakur fan posted that Teofimo has been talking recklessly about everyone for years, and now that someone finally stands up to him and his father, people want to act like Shakur crossed some line. Another supporter expressed excitement about the face-to-face encounter, saying Shakur looked like a cold-blooded killer, while Teofimo seemed like he was trying too hard to appear tough, claiming body language reveals everything and Shakur already won the first round. However, Team Lopez supporters have been equally loud in defending their champion and dismissing Shakur's confidence as dangerous overconfidence that will completely backfire. One Lopez fan commented that Shakur can talk all he wants while sitting safely in a chair, but questioned whether he'll have that same energy when Teofimo starts landing power shots he's never experienced before.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight.
Who wins that?
Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've had him on the pod, he bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end.
This split among fans perfectly reflects the genuine uncertainty about how this elite-level clash will actually unfold when these champions step through the ropes. The strategic timing of this face-to-face encounter has raised questions throughout the boxing community because it happened at such a calculated point in the promotional campaign. Their confrontation took place on December 10th in New York City, creating roughly 7 weeks for tensions to intensify before they actually fight on January 31st at Madison Square Garden. Many industry observers find it curious that Turki Al-Sheikh, who's promoting this fight through his Riyadh season events, scheduled this intense face-off so early in the promotional timeline.
What about Shakur Teo?
On that one right there, I feel like that's going to be a good fight as far as skill-wise, as far as Shakur actually being there with somebody who got some finesse and can punch. Outside of just being a puncher, he can actually box with the fight.
Most boxing promoters save their most dramatic confrontations for fight week or weigh-in ceremonies, when emotions reach their absolute peak and cameras capture maximum excitement. People connected to the promotional team allegedly explain the reasoning behind this early face-to-face strategy during private conversations. One insider who demanded complete anonymity claimed that Turki wanted to generate early excitement and let the animosity develop over several weeks. The theory is that the longer both fighters have to think about what was said during that confrontation, the more personal and intense this fight becomes.
I seen him at his best. Against Taylor, against Lomachenko, he was at his very best. That was the best he can do. I don't think he can do nothing better than that. So
Self-projection.
what I seen from that fight, I feel like I'm way better than them guys. With Lomachenko, like I said, he didn't throw punches for 6
Objection.
rounds. For 6 rounds. So if you ain't throw punches for 6 rounds and you get in front of me,
Man, you was
I
a
just don't know.
fanboy
I would have beat Lomachenko that night easy too. That's how I feel.
Fanboy of Loma.
Wait a second, you objected. Hold on a second. You just objected.
I like Lomachenko. I like Lomachenko.
You just objected. You want to tell him how much you like him again? I think you like him. You keep telling him.
Objection. What?
Tell everyone.
False
You
accusation.
got to think, right? It's okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to beat this clown, bro. This dude is a clown.
Focus on me.
You better have that chin ready, baby. You better have it ready.
This supposed strategy appears to be working flawlessly, as social media activity around the fight has exploded since their face-to-face meeting happened. The situation becomes even more intriguing when you consider Turki Al-Sheikh's personal involvement during portions of their confrontation and the press conference. Verified reports from the press conference confirm that Turki actually called in by phone to address both fighters and the small audience that attended. During his call, Turki made it clear that the winner of this fight will get a massive opportunity in May, emphasizing the importance of this particular matchup. This confirmation that victory leads to a huge May fight has added enormous pressure to an already intense situation for both champions. Many believe the May fight Turki referenced could involve Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, or possibly even a move up in weight for a super fight scenario. Their face-to-face meeting also revealed fascinating insights into how both fighters view their own advantages and their opponent's vulnerabilities. According to witnesses who observed the complete exchange, Teofimo Lopez made it very clear that he considers his unpredictability his most dangerous weapon.
Actually official, I'm like, cool. I know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old and amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so Teo know who he fighting.
Sources say Lopez emphasized during the confrontation that every fight showcases a different version of himself, meaning nobody knows what version they'll face, including Shakur. He claimed this unpredictability makes him incredibly dangerous because he can box, brawl, or do whatever becomes necessary for victory. This supposed comment aligns with Teofimo's actual statements from the official press conference, where he stressed that even he doesn't know which version of himself will appear on fight night. But Shakur allegedly responded to this claim by suggesting that Teofimo's unpredictability actually represents a weakness disguised as a strength. One person who heard the conversation claims Shakur basically told Teofimo that lacking a consistent game plan means he doesn't possess elite-level boxing fundamentals. He supposedly argued that truly elite fighters don't need to rely on being unpredictable because they simply outbox opponents with pure technical skill. This exchange perfectly captures the fundamental philosophical difference in how these fighters approach boxing and evaluate their own abilities.
You know, Shakur is a very talented, skillful, technique fighter.
Yeah.
You know, can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit.
Scared to get knocked out in front of the world, scared to get touched up in front of the world.
Are you saying that off of the last fight or just...
Probably the most revealing moment of their entire confrontation came when both fighters discussed their amateur background and whether it matters for this professional championship fight. Boxing fans know that Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez share extensive history dating back to their amateur careers when both were rising stars in USA boxing. During their face-off, sources say Shakur allegedly referenced their amateur meetings as evidence that he has Teofimo completely figured out.
Saying that you got more to prove and that the lights is too bright for you. What do you feel about that?
Man, I don't believe in pressure. Pressure, you could make diamonds or bust pipes. And at the end of the day, I'm a diamond, so I've been shining my whole career. It's not going to stop now. The same guy you've been seeing at a higher level is going to...
This fight represents a crucial turning point for both fighters' careers, with the winner potentially launching into superstar status, while the loser faces serious questions about their position among boxing's elite performers. For Shakur Stevenson, this represents his opportunity to finally silence critics who call him boring and claim he avoids elite competition, and his demeanor during the face-off suggests he's completely ready for this moment. For Teofimo Lopez, this is his chance to prove he remains one of boxing's most dangerous fighters and that his prime years lie ahead of him, not behind him. As January 31st at Madison Square Garden approaches, the intensity from their face-to-face meeting will only continue growing and building momentum. Both fighters will spend the coming weeks replaying those confrontational moments in their heads, transforming the disrespect and skepticism into training camp motivation.
Most overrated boxer right now.
Most overrated boxer right now.
You could go all time, I guess, if you wanted to.
I'll just say it. I think Shakur Stevenson, who I'm going to be facing, I think he's overrated. I think so. I think so, yeah. He's been decreasing on his style. Yeah.
Whether Shakur's ice-cold confidence or Teofimo's explosive intensity will ultimately prevail remains boxing's biggest question heading into. Hopefully both champions stay healthy, make weight without complications, and deliver the elite-level championship fight that boxing fans absolutely deserve to witness. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest boxing news and analysis as we get closer to this massive showdown.
If they fight.
I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. His IQ will frustrate him.
Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like he almost lost to Sandor Martin.
Fimo, do you think he's a bigger challenge to you than Lomachenko and Taylor?
Never.
Either Teofimo, I guess?
Yeah, senior.
Every fight is every fight is a different version.
Senior, tell him we talking to senior. We ain't talking to
little
little dude over here. Senior,
Every fight is a different version of me.